Doing some stuff, and then I'll show you some stuff. Stuff and things. Installing. Please do not turn off your computer. My name is Bob, but it's not my real name. I feel sick. Oh man. Some water. Doo-doo. Hang in there, guys. Just a little longer. Okay, so what I'm trying to test a little audio program. What this does, this is a simple little mono emulator. think audio works. Indeed it does. Okay, so this Monome program is a pretty simple little program. You see, that's about it. The Monome program. I think I'll put this in my utilities. Put this with my utilities. It's a pretty simple program that just makes the gritter buttons. It resizes so it stays the same size if you resize it. You see the redraw function. This is simple graphical stuff in Plane 9. Is really pretty easy. You just like this back is a color. I made it with this alloc image function to be this hex color, which is the same as this gray. Let's see, so the buttons is a 2D array of rectangles, and the button state is characters. There are 16 tones. The way that the tones are generated is kind of interesting. I start at the bottom with a 220 Hz A, and then multiply for the next 16 notes up by the 12 through to 2, which is how 12 tone equal temperament, how the Western music works. You've got the 12 basic notes that they're the 12 notes in the octave, and the way that you get from one note to the next one up, I'm thinking for a second. So like whole half. So C. Let's see. I think C to C sharp. Is there a C sharp? I forget. Anyway, to get from one note to the next, you multiply by this number, which is the 12 through 2, and so for the 16, for this for loop is over the 16 rows. I set all the buttons to off in that row, and the bottom one is the 220 Hz A, and then for how far up it is, I multiply by the 12 through 2 that many times, and then make 16 buttons, which are just rectangles. This audio proc is what generates the audio, and then this is the mouse handling. So you see, like, GUIs, simple GUIs anyway, like, when you want to do anything more complicated than something like this Monome program, it can be a little harder because there aren't a lot of there's no toolkit. But a program like this, this clock, they end up being really short programs. There's been some discussion about making at least a at least a text widget, like this is a text window, but it's kind of involved to make a text window. So anyway, this proc create, the audio proc, this just puts out the musical this generates the sound waves, so it just writes them out on standard output. I kind of had trouble getting it to put out the audio at a consistent rate. So like this is 441 hertz, 440 or 44.1 kilohertz. Sound samples. So those didn't. They were coming out either too fast, and then I was trying to get it to put it out correctly, and it was coming out too slow. So I just wrote it out on standard output instead, which is not that great, because I'll show you what that does. This just that this is the RC shell that tells you all about that kind of stuff. So anyway, I couldn't quite get couldn't get the rate of the audio to be correct, so I just wrote this really simple little program, rate, that just has a 235 millisecond sleep in between reads and writes. Pretty dumb, but that worked. So I think I'm gonna copy this stuff over to my utilities and save it for you guys. I don't know, I'll do that in a bit. So I'll show you guys my password. So yeah, that's a simple little simple audio program. So I was kind of having fun with that. Wrote that today. I did this before, but I was overeager to use a file system, and I'm not sure that I don't know. This is a different approach. I didn't write a file system this time. Before, what I did, I had a file system, so the GUI was basically just the buttons in the file system, and then you could do other stuff with it hypothetically, but now it yeah, I guess that's it for this video. If you want to find, well, yeah, I guess I'll link the repository I'm putting these in the comments. If you want to look at some modular Unix utilities, Unix-like utilities, minimal modular these are for like Linux and Plan 9, kinda not both, like they're just randomly for whatever, I don't know, this is just kinda random stuff.